Hello everybody, I'm John Higgins of One Movie in the YouTube channel John Higgins Film Review, and it is a delight to welcome you to this very special preview screening of Margy Kinmonth's new documentary War Paint Women at War. And last week the film had a well-received UK premiere at the Curzon Mayfair, and Margy was in conversation with Kate Newell. Interesting experience, and I'm delighted to see so many of you here tonight. Just a brief overview of the film. It is the third film in a trilogy that began with War Art with Eddie Redmayne, continued with Eric Revilliers' Scrolls of War. Just out of interest, has anybody seen the other two films? Oh, so we've seen quite a few. Wow. Well, you are in for a treat tonight. This is a broader perspective of female artists and war, and there's a surprising number of revelations which I think you'll find very interesting. I'm not going to say much more about the film because I think it speaks for itself, and there might be a few things that will provoke an emotional thing, but hopefully a lot of thought. But ultimately, I hope that you'll be enjoying and enlightened by this film, and please do stay in your seats for the Q&A afterwards. And we do have a surprise guest, so But before we do this, I think it's best that we let the creator, writer, director to say a few words to you now. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage Margy Kinmonth.
Thank you, John. Very big welcome to this amazing cinema. This is the oldest cinema in London, and apparently it was going in 1896, and it played that famous movie of the train crashing through the screen. Anyway, so it's great to be here, and I'm really excited to be showing my film here on the same screen, and lovely to see everybody. Well, John's already told you a bit of the development about why I decided to do this film. I've been making films about how artists respond to war, really for quite a long time, or how artists respond to revolution, or the kind of relationship between art and politics interests me a lot. And it was just dawning on me that there were no women in any of the films. And I thought, well, why don't I just go and make a film that's entirely women? So, several issues here. I'm a woman. I've never made a film entirely female and with a female crew. So this is the first time in my life I've done this. And I'm incredibly proud of the artists who are in the film and who've really put their faith in me to tell the story and to bring their stories to this film. And I'm leaning away from journalism. I felt very strongly that we're watching the news every day, we're hearing about the awful, brutal, escalating global events, and there's something missing there. We're getting these bites, and I thought, well, art is such a brilliant way of understanding the world, and why don't we look at war through artists' eyes? And I decided, about halfway through the making of this has taken 2 years to make, and my starting point was historic. In the Second World War, they had more war artists than ever before in history, but only 13% were women. And I thought, well, and they were all kept on the home front. So we love these artists in this country of the Second World War, but I thought it's just so unfair, and we're missing out on a huge chunk of what we should be seeing. And so the starting point was history, but then when October the 7th happened, I thought I just can't make a history film, it's got to be contemporary. And so I broadened the storytelling. It's very geopolitical. You'll see a very, very different map to the world map where we think of where the front lines, bayonets and drones and tanks or whatever. The front line here for women are their bodies. And I've taken the film to places where journalism is banned and women are silenced. And the artists speak for these women in these places which we can't reach. I've got a few thank yous, because obviously we're in previews. Some people here have really helped me, and I just want to thank you. I want to thank my incredible producer here, Maureen Murray. Please, we're a small production company. All our films go in the cinema. We love the cinema, and we're just really proud to have got this film out now, just right now when we want to understand about war. And so we've got a surprise guest at the end, and I won't show anything else, but I hope you enjoy it.